Now, I did a little calculation. I was trying to figure out how long would it take us if we could get in the space shuttle and go from our star, the sun, to another star in our galaxy, an average distance away, 30 trillion miles. How long would it take us? Going 5 miles a second to go 30 trillion miles. How long? Years? Long time? Good answer. Yeah. It would take us 201,450 years. That means if you got in the space shuttle at the time of Christ and started traveling to another star in our galaxy, an average distance away, you'd be less than 1/100th of the way there right now. And we're going to explore space. No, we're not. We are not going anywhere in space. Who'd like to go to the next nearest star? We'll go. Get in, kids. We almost there yet, Dad. Another 200,000 years, play some more Xbox. Think about that. And how many stars are out there? The number of stars that are out there are about equivalent to the number of grains of sand on all the beaches on all the earth. And to go from one grain of sand to another grain of sand going 5 miles a second, just in our galaxy, will take you over 200,000 years. You see this picture here on the left? That's from the ground. You see that little square right there? That's this square from the Hubble Space Telescope. Those are stars. February 1st, 2003, President of the United States goes into the East Room in the White House. It's Saturday morning, 9 a.m. They turn the TV camera on. Every major network carries his address. Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Why? The president looks into the camera and says, "My fellow Americans, this morning our nation experienced a great tragedy. Upon re-entry into the atmosphere, the space shuttle Columbia burned up in the skies over Texas. There are no survivors. The Columbia is lost." The president then went on to quote from Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 25. Why Isaiah chapter 40, verse 25? Because in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 25, God is speaking. And here's what God says. "To whom will you compare me, or who is my equal, says the Holy One." In other words, you want to know what I'm like? Here's a comparison. "Lift your eyes and look to the heavens. Who created all these stars and named them one by one? Because of his great power and mighty strength, not one of them is missing." The president looked back in the camera and said, "The same God that created and named all those stars is the same God that created and knows the names of the 7 astronauts who perished today. While they did not return safely home to us, we can all now pray that they've all returned safely home." You want to know who God is? Most Christians have the wrong idea of who God is. We think God is a big angel. God is not a big angel. You want to know who God is? Remove all limits from your mind. That's God. If he's an ounce of any attribute, he's infinite in that attribute. If he's an ounce of love, he's infinite love. An ounce of justice, infinite justice. An ounce of power, infinite power. He is the standard by which everything else is measured. Why is there a second commandment? Thou shalt make no graven image. Or one reason why is there a second commandment. Because any image you draw of an infinite being necessarily limits his majesty. You can't draw a picture of an infinite being. An infinite being has no limits. Every picture you draw limits him. That's why the Bible says, if you want to know what I'm like, look to the heavens. When you look to the heavens, what do you see? You see a virtual, infinite expanse. That's the point. Psalm 103, verse 11 says, "God's love to those that fear him exceeds the height of the heavens above the earth." How high are the heavens above the earth? Number of stars equivalent to grains of sand on all the beaches on all the earth. 200,000 years between those stars at 5 miles a second. Infinite. That's the point. The heavens declare the glory of God. Look to the heavens. His invisible qualities are clearly seen so that men are without excuse. You know there's a creator when you look at a creation.